I've spent many days thinking about what I'd like to express today, of what I'd like to say about my journey here at St. Matthew's for the past 11 years of my life. Since I was born, events have been markers of my life. My birth, baptism, first days of school, school plays, and even now, graduation, is what we take pictures of, videos of, and even talk about. But the truth is, what I celebrate today isn't about the events. It's about what happened between the events. That's where life happens. That's where my memories of St. Matthew's are. It's in those moments that I have grown the most, loved the most, and felt the most. As I was thinking about what I wanted to say today, a wonderful quote came to me. It's by a Greek philosopher, and it states, "The beauty of music is not in the notes, but in the space between the notes." It's really true, isn't it? Without the space, it wouldn't be music. It would just be noise. And that's why I've loved St. Matthew's, the space between the notes, where there are no cameras, no videos, the times no one really even talks about. While I've loved the talent shows, spring musicals, and Christmas plays, my memories will be of the late rehearsals I spent with my friends. My memory of sports at St. Matthew's isn't the recognitions, but the volleyball games and swim meets cheering on my classmates. And even this closing marker of graduation, what I'll cherish is going to the countless stores with my mom trying to find the perfect graduation dress. So what have I learned in those spaces? What would I do differently? A lot. I'm always amazed at how people stand up here and say, I wouldn't change a thing. I would change so many things now that I am older. And so to you kindergartners, third graders, fifth graders, and even seventh graders, I would love to share a few words of advice with you. Number 1, sing loud. Let me tell you when I saw this loud and clear. It was at the Christmas play last year, and one of my classmates, Ashton, the entire school, and with no music behind her, no one else on stage, no one even to introduce her, she sang loud. I had known her for 4 years, but it was in that moment that I truly met her. I saw everything beautiful about her. And it didn't matter that she was singing, or playing a sport, or giving a speech, she sang loud. Number 2, question everything. There's a teacher at St. Matthew's that's really impacted me, and it has had nothing to do with the material I learned in his class. That teacher is Mr. Quiring, and here's why. When we discuss books in his class, it has never been anything to do with finding answers. It's always finding questions. My advice, question your teachers, your friends, your family, your society. That's where you will find the true beauty of life. Number 3, sign the log. To make my point, I got a question to ask the 8th graders. Now tell the truth. How many of you have signed the log? My point is, everybody makes mistakes. And I believe in a strange way, it's a good idea to make mistakes in life. Because in ways, making mistakes means you're stretching. You're going outside your normal box. You make mistakes, and then you learn from them. That's one of the best parts of life. Number 4, always do extra credit. If there's one thing I believe in, it's this. When you just do a little bit extra, it makes all the difference in the world. Here's what I mean. I was sick on my birthday this year, and Alex Bartholomew and Molly Harrington went to a restaurant and brought me home a hot dinner. We had a school assignment, and we were supposed to do 15 hours of community service. Lily Chandler did 40 hours. It said miles about who she is. At lunchtime, when we need extra math help, our teacher, Miss Christian, forfeits her lunch to help us. Talk about going the extra mile. Number 5, see the God in people. When I was younger, I was fascinated by the way Japanese people greet one another, by bowing. And a few years ago, I made an effort to find out exactly what that meant. What I found was they were saying, I see the God in you. It's a beautiful thought, isn't it? There's something about this place that brings out the beauty in everything. I don't know if it's the meadow or the people or the trust you have with your teachers. I believe there are more places than church to see the face of God. I see him every day through my classmates and teachers. Number 6, listen. My friends, my teachers, and my family have taught me the powerful gift of listening. That has been one of the gifts of Mr. Frost, Reverend Pat, Miss Del Grosso, and Mrs. Young. They listened, and that made all the difference in the world. Before writing this speech, I went over to St. Matthew's on a late Sunday afternoon and took a walk around the campus. No one was there. I thought being there might give me some ideas, and then something struck me. The quiet. And I listened to the sound of the trees blowing behind Founders, to the little animals and the squirrels in the bushes. And then I realized in that moment, I was in the space between the notes, that quiet space where I have found happiness, confidence, and dreams. To all the kids in this school, I hope you love and enjoy your journey at St. Matthew's as much as I have. To every teacher that has been a part of my life, I truly admire and thank you. And finally, to my 35 classmates that will forever impact my life,